Hey everybody, Florida Stacker here with you, and thanks for clicking on my video today. So there's change in the air, right? You've seen precious metals prices start to creep back up as CPI came in a couple of weeks back, showing that, inflation was generally down over the last month as compared to previous months. Now, a bunch of people ran to the internet, published articles about how now's the time. We've seen the bottom. The trend is reversing. I'm not so sure about that. But in today's video, I do want to kind of focus a little on that, but more or less take this video in the direction of talking about the allure of silver coins and how many collectible silver coins that you have in your stack. I'm going to show you a new Mexican silver Libertad today and talk about it, that plus more, when we return. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to welcome you all once again here and to election month in the United States. Now, hopefully, election month will end soon and we'll be past these midterm elections and we could start to see perhaps a little bit more price stability in the markets. Even though this latest scandal with SBF and FTX in the crypto world is still, sending a little bit of a shockwave through the entire market, which may actually show things kind of trending down here over the short term as more and more information starts to come out on the corrupt practices that Sam Bankman-Fried and his cronies at FTX have been doing over the last couple of years. Now, not to get too far off topic, but there is so much more information that is publicly available about this that is out there that you're just not going to hear watching the news. Much of the news focuses on regulation and how this is just another sign that the US government needs to regulate crypto. Okay, yeah, more control. That's what they always want, right? So let's go ahead and move past that. But I do want to talk about some of the economic impacts that we've seen on the precious metals market before we shift into the core focus of today's video. Okay, so the CPI, Consumer Price Index draw, did come in a little more than a week ago, and it was lower when you look at a 12-month trend, meaning inflation wasn't as high as the market had expected it to be during the month of October. Now, I myself remain completely skeptical for several reasons that this is actually a trend reversal. Okay, and the first reason behind that is that in the CPI report, the single largest impact to that is the price of energy. Okay, now energy prices in the United States were offset during the month of October due to President Joe Biden releasing strategic oil reserves onto the market, meaning we withdrew from our oil savings account and sold that on the market so that we could, create more availability, which drove prices down. All right, so that is not a strategy that can last. It was a political strategy, one to lower gas prices heading into the midterm elections as inflation and the cost of pretty much everything was polling as the number one issue to American voters. So the president, by releasing that oil, managed to lower energy costs in October. And that is not a trend reversal, okay? That is a knee-jerk reaction. There is plenty of doom and gloom economic information that is still coming in. Remember, folks, it's still the same people running things. However, the future is where we saw the potential change in the dollar cost index. Okay, I'll get to that. So this move is largely also believed to be a result of the GOP, or the Republican Party, winning the majority of seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. Okay, that was factored in long before they actually hit that 218 seats. All right, the market had already priced this in. And the reason that we saw the DXY kind of drop in the way that it did, the GOP is largely expected to put a stop to the outrageous government spending that really got us in this inflation mess in the first place, okay? Don't want to get too political here, left or right, but the fact of the matter is that the party currently in charge spent too much money. That's a fact, all right? So I'll stop there politically, but keep in mind, that's the market. That's not Florida Stacker. That's what happened. I'm just reporting the news. All right, so the reason that we are in this mess is the spending, and it has to stop. So maybe with this new Congress, that will be the case, as it is the House of Representatives, which controls the budget. Okay. So with all the pricing and market news aside, we still remain in a period of high premiums. And it's not just gold and silver and platinum, okay? It's everything. Everything out there is more expensive. My used vehicle is more valuable today than it was 2 years ago. That's insane. All right. So it has been generally advised, okay, you're going to see it across the stacking community, this channel, many other channels, that during periods of high premiums, you should stick to those lower premium silver options like generic silver rounds, generic 10 ounce or larger silver bars. That way you get more silver for the amount of cash, fiat, dollars, whatever you use to purchase that silver with. All right, just makes more sense, okay? More bang for your buck. However, the generic cheap stuff can also get pretty boring to a lot of stackers, and you all but eliminate the possibility of those purchases making huge gains in premium over spot going forward, because those types of coins and bars tend to track very close to spot price and stay that way. Now, sometimes it pays off to add a little bit of collectible silver to your stack, okay? Now, hear me out. If you look back to 2016, I use the Queen's B series as a reference point when making this case, and I have done so in the past. So in 2016, the Royal Mint in the UK released the first coin in the Queen's B series. That was the Lion of England. It was a 10 coin that ended up becoming an 11 coin when you add the final coin that they squeezed, squeezed in there after they sold you a bunch of boxes that only hold 10 coins. Now we have 11. That was known as the completer coin. But those first 4 coins in that particular series, the ones from 2016, 17, maybe even early 2018, we're talking about the Lion of England, the Griffin, the Dragon, and the Unicorn. Those are 2-ounce silver coins that were selling for lower premiums than that of an American Silver Eagle when they were released, that are now selling for over $100 over spot, right, on a 2-ounce silver coin because of their designs, their collectability. People love them. Now, keep in mind that those coins were mass produced. There wasn't a mintage cap. Nobody can quote to me what the exact number of Lions of England or Griffins were that were produced. So even being a mass-produced silver coin, these particular coins have really, truly gained in value quite a bit over spot price, obviously, as well as the premium over spot that they were going for when they first hit the market. Okay, so if you were sitting on a few tubes of those Queen's Beast, especially the older coins, the first 4 out of the 10 in the series, then you can sell those coins individually on eBay today and make upwards of $100 per coin over spot. Okay, so if you got 20 of those in a tube, you're talking about $2,000 over spot and potential gains, not factoring in any fees that you may have to pay to sell. But guys, that's fantastic. All right, so it's definitely something to consider out there for my long-term stackers that really want to mix up their buying of lower premium purchases with some more collectible options that have much higher potential to rise in price over spot, making your stack more valuable. Okay, so case in point for me is this nice new Libertad. Let's go ahead and open up this Libertad here from APMEX. Got this in actually with a purchase that I made a couple weeks back, but wanted to kind of hold it off to do another video with it because I'm not going to be stacking a full tube of these, guys and girls. The premiums on these are just too high for me to really focus on and also accomplish some of my other stacking goals like the 100-ounce silver challenge. As a matter of fact, the second video in that series will be releasing Monday night, so please come back and check that out as we look to fill 5 empty tubes of silver over about an 8-month period up. We'll get 20 coins in each tube for 100 ounces in silver to add to the stack, so we'll do that Monday night. All right, but Libertads just can't really do that because they really do go for about double spot price when they are released. And in some years when there are already known mintage number reductions, like in 2020 during the virus outbreak, the Mexican Mint was shut down and, production numbers were lower. So, there are certain key years out there that are going to be more valuable than others. But in general, the Libertads in the 1-ounce variety release at around double spot price each year. Okay, so I can't really afford to stack a full tube of those, but I do like to buy them because I find them beautiful. I absolutely respect the artistry and history of these coins, and also many of the coins that come out of the Perth Mint each year. I buy them for their looks, really, and my wife enjoys them, my kids enjoy them. Many of you here on the channel like to look at them when I do the unboxings of some of the higher premium silver coins, so I'll continue to do that. But what I'd really like to know today is, what are your thoughts when it comes to collecting higher premium silver coins? And are you buying some higher premium stuff as a potential buy and hold that you could flip later and make a pretty nice profit, and then maybe even do what Clean Money has shown us to do? You buy a tube of higher premium silver, you sit on it for 6 months to a year, you sell it, you make a good profit on that purchase, and then you convert that into gold, or you convert that into a lower premium silver coin, and look at it. Now you've added quite a bit of weight to your stack, or quite a bit of value to your stack, and you did so by actually making a little profit along the way to help you out. Okay, so I'm curious to know if that's part of your stacking strategy, and how much collectible high premium silver that you're buying. Lastly, what are your favorite modern day bullion silver coins to stack or collect? Please let me know down in the comments section. I'm curious to know. And lastly, folks, just want to say thank you again for tuning in to today's video and checking out this silver coin, for hearing me out, and for hearing my perspective on why I think that we're going to see more bad news come in over the next couple of months when it comes to the economy, and that itself could actually see a true trend continuation, where we see actually premiums stay high on gold and silver, but the spot prices themselves kind of held back until we truly do get over the hump and we start to see inflation coming down based on actual changes to the way that our countries are running themselves, not just injecting some strategic reserves into the market to artificially lower prices over a temporary period of time for political purposes, okay? Because that's what really happened. We need real change. We need a real pivot here to see our stocks, our coins, our bars, our crypto, if you hold it, actually start to make those gains back in the right direction. So, all right, folks, that's it from me today. The beautiful allure of silver coins. I will be dropping that second video, as mentioned, in our 100-ounce stacking series Monday night. So please come back for that, and plenty more content here on the channel. Thank you all again. Have a great day wherever in the world you may be, and keep stacking, my friends.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.